10 is Iron Harvest. One word, diesel punk. Are you sold yet? Well then just take a look at Polish artist Jakub Rosalski's alternate take on the early 20th century, where modern robotics entwines with rural life. It's caused waves of admiration online, and has become the inspiration for many games, this one included. Iron Harvest features the same factions as Stone Meyer games Scythe, the Saxony Empire, the Polania Republic, and the Rusviets. Aside from its focus on characters and combat over production and battlefield tactics over world management, there's not a lot of information available at the moment. But just looking at its concept art is enough to get us excited. It's set for release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One sometime around 2018. Number 9 is Xenonauts 2. A spiritual successor to XCOM UFO Defense, this second Xenonauts installment aims to revitalize the genre by offering a modern twist to the formula. Dive into the sci-fi strategy and join the battle to defend the world from an otherworldly presence. Take your seat at the head of the war room. You hold the safety of a Cold War era Earth in your hands as you control a multinational military organization fighting against aliens in tactical turn-based combat. It keeps the spirit of the classic XCOM games alive, along with strategic improvements, a story mode, and a modern 3-dimensional look. It's still very early in development, but it looks good. It fills that void for old-school turn-based strategies, and fans of the genre should definitely put this on their list. Set to release in 2019 on the PC. Number 8 is Avon Colony. Set your sights outside our solar system and turn to the alien world of Avon Prime, a planet light years away from the familiar Earth. Govern the first colony of humans and turn the strange planet into humanity's happy home. A bit like an otherworldly SimCity, except with giant alien tentacles. Make sure the planet's fit for human life by managing oxygen levels, cultivating food, fighting water, and generating power. Unlike other simulations, you're not God. You'll have to learn to listen to the voices of your people, or you'll end up on that extraterrestrial curb. Their beta offering makes for a good preview of what's to come, with new changes added every day. Build, multiply, and explore in this strategic city builder. Set for release this year on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Number 7 is Steel Division Normandy 44. Let's get this straight. War is bad, people die. But there's something about the joys of battle and the thrill of victory that keeps us coming back. This turns evil into something beautiful, as tanks shoot tanks and warplanes swoop into enemy forces in a stunning recreation of 1944 Normandy. From the developers of Wargame and Ruse, use your tactical wits to steer your historically accurate units into war. Mimic strategies of the real world to gain advantages and force retreats. Sheer firepower won't be enough here. The game has a total of 400 units and 18 divisions to play as, each with varying weaknesses and strengths. Play against enemy AI in a challenging single-player campaign, or play against other people in massive 10v10 battles. It releases on Steam this May 2017. Number 6 is Sudden Strike 4. The Second World War has been the subject of so many forms of media. We just can't get enough of it, especially the creators behind the Sudden Strike franchise. Having enjoyed a cult following in the 90s, it comes back to World War II with new features and more impressive visuals. Control the battlefield as one of 9 real-life commanders with unique playstyles and abilities. Play as George S. Patton, Bernard Montgomery, George Zukov, and more as you send your armies to crucial missions and scenic battlefields. Along with a return of pause and play system to suspend battle and assign troops, there's also 20 different missions, a skirmish mode, and a competitive multiplayer that rewards victories with special bonus content. Ambush, Occupy, and Outmaneuver. It's set to release this spring on the PC and PlayStation 4. Number 5 is Constructor HD. On the 20th anniversary of the beloved Constructor comes the release of a new game in full HD form. It retains much of the silly British qualities of the old game, but with more expansive building options and prettier visuals. Manage your estates and appease your mouthy tenants, but watch out for rivals who will sabotage your efforts. It's only a matter of who wins. Remember, your success is built on their failures. In keeping with current British real estate, connive with thugs, ghosts, and the Russian mafia. Whatever you need to do to build those houses. Like all of our contractors, the developers behind this gem have been taking their time with this project. Hopefully, they're done taking their tea breaks. It's set to release on April 28th on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One, and on the Nintendo Switch. Number 4 is Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3. The first standalone title in 7 years. The tabletop giant comes back with Dawn of War 3, with the promise of larger battles and bloodier fights, caught in a war between 3 factions: Eldars, Orcs, and Space Marines. 3 factions, 3 times more blood. Watch as each race takes siege of a planet with a catastrophic weapon. It's only a matter of who will survive. Rain destruction on your enemies with a massive walker units and powerful abilities to turn the tide of battle. It's different from previous Dawn of War titles, as it's missing some of the components that we appreciated, like the cover system and the focus on base building. But with multiplayer mode and refined graphics, we're willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. It's set to release this April 27th on the PC. Number 3 is Europa Universalis 4, Mandate of Heaven. Europa Universalis 4 has given players the glory of exploration, discovery, and war. On its 10th expansion, Paradox Interactive takes us to the flowering East Asia. Mandate of Heaven shines a spotlight on the Ming Dynasty and the feudal era of Japan with a host of new mechanics. Establish your dominance and superiority in the Dragon Throne by declaring imperial decrees and reforms, and force neighboring provinces to pay their tributes in gold. Or become the shogun by capturing the capital Kyoto, holding the loyalty of feudal lords in your hands. Rule with military might and watch rivals commit seppuku to preserve their honor. Along with religion mechanics and improved interface, there's also 4 historical ages to play with, each with different tasks to fulfill. It's a new world history in the making, and it's coming to the PC on the 6th of April. Number 2 is Stellaris Utopia. From history, we move to science fiction with one of Paradox Interactive's grand strategies. With their first expansion, Stellaris Utopia is shaping up to become their biggest DLC yet. We've come to expect the best from Paradox, but with its mind-boggling amount of content, this far exceeds expectations. Go beyond the comforts of the system and create an empire in the galaxies. With the introduction of space habitats and megastructures like Dyson spheres, building your galactic empire will be a more exciting adventure. Of course, that will come with certain conditions, like enslaving inferior races to power your empire or to slaughter for food. Harness the energy of stars, eradicate entire planets, or become hive minds. There's a lot in store for us, and it's set to release this April 6th on the PC. And here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. The Universive, a game that lets you take the role of a god, makes every strategy game feel puny. Take over planet after planet and watch a living, breathing universe to discover. The team from Crytivo Games promises an evolving AI to take their own tasks. This is but one of the key features of the game. Unfortunately, no release date yet, but we're hoping for more news soon. Door Kickers 2, Task Force North, the sequel to the popular Door Kickers game. This time, lead your own band of trusty task force to infiltrate and extract key intels from high-priority missions. The game's addition of nighttime mode enables you to hide in the cover of darkness while fulfilling your mission, one click at a time. It's set to release sometime in 2017. City Skyline Mass Transit. Finally, this downloadable content from City Skyline adds more urban life to the fray. Mass Transit offers new modes of transportation to take your citizens from all over mountaintops, waters, and more. Build ferries, monorails, cable cars, and blimps. More modes of transportation means bigger progression. This DLC is set to release sometime in 2017. Railway Empire. Train lovers are gonna drool over this game. Simulate your love for the railways and build a dynamic rail system across the Western world. There's not much to say about this game, except it involves trains, and it's set to release sometime this 2017. Total War Arena. Holy crap! Total War is back with thousands of soldiers in an epic sword clashing simulation. Greek, Roman, and barbarians are stepping into the arena in intense 10v10 action. Not much details yet, but hopefully we get to see this game this 2018. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below. And number 1 is Battle Mech. Back in 2015, harebrained schemes took the crowdfunding route with a modest goal of $250,000. But it ended the campaign with more than 2.78 million and 41,000 backers. Which isn't surprising considering it's been a household name for decades. Then again, who can say no to armored combat machines? Battle Mech takes the tabletop game to new heights as a story-driven turn-based strategy with a PvP multiplayer mode. With its unexpected budget, they've taken on new improvements to the game. Venture through its captivating single-player campaign and test your mettle in challenging skirmishes. And it doesn't just play well, it looks awesome too, with an atmosphere that perfectly complements its dark, futuristic world. So journey to the year 3025, put on your gear, and take your place among the universe's best mercenaries. It's set to release this year on the PC. Thank you to these awesome contributors from around the world who helped us translate our videos to their respective languages. If you want to take part in the growth of our What to Play community, Please translate your favorite What to Play videos to your language. Simply click that More button below and select Add Translations. We publish 4 gaming videos every week. Don't miss any of them. Click that bell button beside subscribe, check the send me box, and save. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. To receive the latest play score and gaming updates, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.